Hey everyone, I'm Steve from GamersNexus.net, and I'm joined by Tim Schwalk, the design director on Sword Coast Legends at Endspace.
Right.
And Sword Coast Legends we looked at previously with Dan Tudge, and we talked about the DM mode, the campaign mode, and today we're looking at the game as it approaches launch. So launch is September
29th on PC, Mac, and Linux.
and the game is sort of an RPG that is based in the older Baldur's Gate style play. But I guess the most interesting thing to me is that addition of the DM mode.
Right.
For those who are not familiar with our previous coverage, could you give a quick elevator pitch of the DM mode?
Yeah, absolutely. It's 1 to 5 players. We like to call it 4 with 1 rather than 4 versus 1 because it's a shared storytelling experience, not a competitive experience. But yeah, you get to jump in, and the DM, you can do as much as creating an ongoing campaign that can go for months if you want to. We have offline tools where you can go through and you can tell stories that you want to tell, create quests, create locations, tie it together with your own unique monsters and villains. Or you can do quick dungeon crawls that take 5 minutes to set up and be 1 to 10 levels of really as large as a dungeon as you want it to be.
And I was playing as the DM in our demo, so we had a couple of options on the screen. There were different monsters you could add, different objects.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the other menus that I was presented with there?
So what you played was a tiny campaign I created. Had a single dungeon. It was a small, simple dungeon. You have control over a lot of different parameters of that dungeon. Stuff that we saw, you could create a custom monster. I believe you created a zombie. You gave him some strange coloring. I don't remember if you gave him any new abilities, but you did affect his stats a little bit, made him a little bit tougher than the party. You named him Keegan Killer, I believe.
Yes, I named him Keegan Dies after our cameraman.
That's right. So yeah, we give you a lot of control to make your own villains or your own enemies, and then you were dropping those guys. That was great. The stuff that we didn't look at today as much is we have a location tab where you can map out locations across the entire Forgotten Realms. We have quests, of course, that you can create. We have basic templated quests you can place quickly if you wanted to, kill quests, collect quests. Then we have custom stuff that you can set up to tell whatever it is that you want to do, type in dialogue, that sort of thing.
And that was one of the things I did like was we were talking about how the issue that I ultimately run into with any type of dungeon crawler or RPG like this is hitting a wall of tedium.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked that we had non-combat encounters we could add, like vendors, and you mentioned quest givers.
Right.
I understand there's also a story mode. Can you give us any information on story mode?
Absolutely. We have a 40-plus hour huge campaign written by our narrative director, Jay Turner. He's famous. And it's really exciting. We can't wait to get people in there. But you can play it solo if you'd like to, or you can get 3 of your friends plus yourself to play through cooperatively.
Cool. Is story mode shipping at launch?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then we were also talking about being able to share campaigns and dungeons and things like that. How does that work?
That was something cool that we actually did today that you probably didn't even realize. The campaign you played today, just this small, simple dungeon, is something I made in Orlando before we came. I shared it, got here, logged in, searched all the shared modules, downloaded it, and away we went. So you'd be able to create something as simple or as complex as you want, share it, let anyone else play it. You have the option to make it editable, where another guy can take it and make changes to it and DM it, or you can make it where it's just your own thing and someone else can still DM it. But then people have the option to rate it. They can also rate you as a DM, so don't be too cruel or the community will know. But yeah, we're really excited about the sharing options. Very powerful.
Yeah, we've got the release date, September 29th, MSRP.
If you pre-order $34.99 right now, and if you pre-order, you get the free DLC Rage of Demons that we're releasing, our first DLC. Consoles later the year.
Okay, very cool. So that is Sword Coast Legends. Check the link in the description below for the full article and other information. And of course, thanks again for the demo and all the time.
Absolutely. Enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
We will see you all next time.